Captain's log 1903-26. Good evening. Whatever happened to dudes only third spaces? Like, you know what I mean? Did we just completely destroy them all or what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what happened to the lodges and the country clubs and you know any of that stuff? The the hockey teams, the beer leagues, the gyms, the gym bros. Like, what? Doesn't it seem like it's all just like just totally whitewashed compared to what it used to be? Like, I look at some of the old stuff, old pictures, guys that they'll be at, some hunting lodge. It's all the boys just fucking chilling. But I don't know. I feel like third spaces are pretty important for guys because like guys do a lot of, I talked about this on a earlier video, but guys do a lot of bonding through, you know, actually doing something, like the act of doing something. Um, you know, whether they're problem solving something, or whatever. I think I've heard it put where like chicks will bond face to face and guys bond shoulder to shoulder, meaning, chicks need to like talk and whatever and do whatever, and guys need to like, hey, let's go defeat this thing or whatever. Let's go do some activity, some, whatever, competition, like that kind of stuff. Um Building things, whatever. I feel like a lot of guys don't have those third spaces anymore that do that. Um, you know, Personally for me, like my work is kind of like that because I got a crew of guys. They're all awesome to work with, but I could see it not being the same way for, let's say, the apprentices, because they have to like basically take orders. So there's, that weird hierarchy, and I get to chill because I'm the foreman, so I could act like a total jackass, but nobody else gets to. But yeah, no, it's like everything's got to be like every dude space. Like we can have like women's only spaces, but every dude space has to be like for everyone. It's like, oh, you can't have a guys country club. That's sexist. You can't have guys only gym. That's sexist. Why is the guys stuff so good? It's like because we fucking built it. And then you have to worry about whatever. Like guys getting in trouble for, some chick will be filming at the gym or whatever. It's like, yeah, of course you looked. Like, come on, you got your ass hanging out. I don't know. It's interesting. It's I think it's super important. Like we need to bring that back. Bring back some dudes only spaces. Bring back the lodge. Bring back all that stuff. And I think like mental health will just we'll have we'll have all kinds of happy people. Basically, I think like modern life kind of ruins a lot of that shit. Um, you know, a lot of these spaces are weaker. They're not. There's not as many like members and not as much like the tight knit community. Like people seem to be, you know, getting together online more than anything. So like you'll have a group of dudes, maybe they'll play some video game. They're from wherever, all around the world half the time, and they bond that way. But it's totally different when you're like meeting up. Like I don't know if you ever sit down around a campfire with a good group of dudes, and it's like you'll be just laughing the whole night, and it's just like the greatest thing ever. You feel like you're on cloud nine, and we really need those moments because those are what make life so fun and exciting, and you get like this sense of identity and belonging. You know, they're your bros. Yeah, they're the brotherhood and brother, and they yeah, they build you up. I mean, like, you know, you get to there's always a little bit of competition. There's a little whatever, and you know, yeah, that's where you get your you know, that's where you cut your teeth on that, and you it forms who you are, like your buddies when you're young, and when you're older, like your network, and like, you know, I don't know, dudes need that, like that whole, even when you're older, like that whole network, you know, it's okay. Like, I'm not saying you can't have whatever female friends and stuff, and female network, like that's not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like the importance of having that space where you can just be like, I don't know, there's no dynamic there in between, like with a bunch of dudes, you're just horsing around, you're just whatever, and like you completely shed like your um what do you call it, you kind of like shed that whole outer layer that society, like you present to society in some way, and you can just like be your savage self in some way, and yeah, you're like fraternizing with your pals, and yeah, it's, I don't know, it's so important. And like dudes used to like go to the country club, and they'd be whatever golfing and shit, smoking cigars, and they'd work out like, you know, $1 billion deals for business, and over drinks and a cigar, you know, a few, like maybe a round of golf, and half the time they'd be laughing and horsing around, and like, you know, like owners of multi-million-dollar businesses, and that's just how dudes operate, and we need that. I think it's important, you know. It's not I don't think we look down on some of that stuff, and I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's important. um you know, guys should be able to act like shitheads sometimes, and horse around even when you're, you know, an adult. And yeah, I don't know, it's yeah, you just bond differently. I don't know, like it's important. And it could be anything. It could be like, you know, like I said, golfing, whatever. It could be working on a car. It could be any of that stuff. And it's important to have it like not just in work, you know, like work can be fun, work can be all that stuff, but there is that weird, like, you know, there's a hierarchy there, and there's like responsibility and stress and all that crap. But yeah, it's important to have some stuff outside of work, and obviously like women need whatever third spaces as well, and sometimes you have mixed third spaces, but I don't know why it feels like they always have to, you know, if dudes have something, it's always got to be like a mixed space, but then chicks can have their own thing going on, which, yeah, I don't know, it just changes the social dynamics. Like guys are, you know, I don't know, when there's chicks around, guys become like performative and stuff, and I don't know, it just, the energy shifts, I think. And yeah, you just act differently in mixed company. But yeah, you can like drop that layer when it's just the dudes just chilling, and there's like competitiveness too, and you don't have to like worry about, you don't have to hold back, let's say, in any of that. If, you know, two guys want to compete in some way, when it's just the, you know, whatever the dudes, let's say you're wrestling, horsing around, whatever, you can just go at it, and it's like, you know what's if you get hurt, whatever, like, you know what's coming. So it is what it is. It's and it's not really like, this isn't about like you know, like this isn't like hate on women. This is, it's just like an important part of like, you know, guys' life. Like if you look back in history at like, you know, back to tribes, you know, the cavemen and stuff, like Ugdug. Hug Doug and the boys were out hunting and whatever, and just dudes being dudes, you know. So I think it's important. I think it's part of us. Um, yeah, it's I don't know. Not everything has to be for everyone, if that makes sense. You know, we try to like blur the lines a lot. We try to like cross everything over and make everything open to everyone. I mean, heck, even people can't even agree what, you know, what a dude and a woman actually is nowadays. But yeah, like health, I feel like healthy societies have like a distinction and have, you know, spaces for different functions. And not every guy's the same. Different guys want different things too, and act differently around different people and whatever. And you know, I just think guys need a place where they can just be themselves, be a dude for a bit, and you know, act up, horse around, all that stuff. And we just bond differently. And like, especially when you're trying to build off each other, and you know, you don't have to worry as much when there's like for instance a men's only gym, and you can just like, hey, you can fail, you can be who you are there and whatever. You don't have to worry about somebody looking at you because, hey, it's just another dude, and they're there probably to, you know, help build you up the same as you are with everybody else. They want what's good for you. You don't have that like embarrassment. And yeah, it just changes. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think we need to bring that back. I feel like that's the next thing coming. I feel like if you want to do a cool, fun entrepreneurial venture of some way that's gonna like take off, I feel like some sort of men's third space is where it's at. Like, you know, whatever it is, a lodge, a country club, you know, any of that stuff. I was hanging out with the boys on the weekend. It's the first time, like I haven't had a chance to chill with the guys, and was doing some VR, or not VR, but uh, like golf simulator. It was in somebody's like shop. It was like it was a dope shop. Obviously, it was a sweet spot, but middle of nowhere, and just getting together with the boys. Had a couple beers, and yeah, like guys just come. You know, I met a couple dudes I didn't know, and then my other friends were there, and yeah, you just chill and laugh and hang out, and it's like, you know, you can not see guys for years, and then you hang out together again, and it's like nothing ever changed. um oh, I just think it's so important. Like like I felt so much better. I felt like, oh, that's what I've been missing for a little while. I've been missing hanging out with these guys. I've been missing just being able to like laugh and not worry. You don't have to worry about their feelings and whatever. Like guys don't have feelings. They just like they feel hungry, thirsty, and a couple other things I won't mention. Yeah. No, it's we need some bro time. That's it's important. So yeah, just got to remember that, ladies, not everything's for you, okay? Yeah. And you know what? Like if every space becomes gender neutral, uh then eventually guys won't have anywhere to just hang out and be dudes together. And yeah, you're gonna like society's gonna miss that. It's gonna be, yeah, sad. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Delta out.